to Faith in the Valley with Deaky. This week we are focusing on something powerful, and that is living with purpose after healing. The Bible reminds us in Ephesians 2 and verse 10 that we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus for good works. That means your life carries purpose. Your life and you are not a mistake. And this is true even after experiencing pain, even after experiencing heartbreak, and even after having those emotional valleys of experience. Today's poetic reflection is titled Purpose Prevails, and here is today's poem. It can be difficult to see the sunshine through the rain when you have been in a valley of healing. The pain, the progress, the ups and the downs can cause thoughts to erupt like lava when it's pain you're feeling. Doubts walk across your mind by tiptoe, not understanding the reason why this happened to you. The questions, the thoughts gather like a crowd, making you feel as if you don't know what to do. God, in His wisdom, is the best strategic planner. He knows why and the purpose He has reserved for you. Your valley and time of healing wasn't a mistake. You had to be still because God was training you. God was training you to rely on Him because His plans for you never fail. Your purpose is revealed like the sun over a horizon. No matter the journey, your purpose still prevails. In reflection, one of the hardest things about healing is trying to understand why painful seasons happen in the first place. Because when you are in the middle of emotional pain, clarity can feel distant. Hope can also feel hidden, and purpose can feel almost impossible to see. This poem opens with a powerful image. It states it can be difficult to see the sunshine through the rain. That line captures the emotional reality of healing so beautifully, because valleys often feel cloudy. They often feel difficult. And if we're honest, it often feels heavy and uncertain, even scary. I know that I certainly felt that at times when I was going through my healing journey. And sometimes when healing takes time, we begin to question things. We begin to question whether anything good can come from what we have experienced. This poem also says that the pain, the progress, the ups and the downs, it's the reality that we can experience ups and downs as we go through our healing. Because our healing is very rarely linear. It doesn't go all into one straight line. There are strong days, days when you feel on top of the world, days when you feel confident and you can see progress. And then there are also very difficult days, moments when we may feel hopeless, moments when we wonder where God is, moments where we have to struggle with our emotions. Sometimes we're full of joy, and the next we're full of despair. But that doesn't mean that healing has failed. It means that growth is still happening while we are going through the valley. And then comes one of the most relatable parts of this poem. It says, doubts walk across your mind by tiptoe. Doubt often enters quietly, especially through questions. Questions like, why did this happen to me? Why did God allow this? Will things ever improve? Will they stay the same? What is the point of all of this pain? And when those questions build, they can feel overwhelming. And this poem describes thoughts gathering like a crowd. That imagery is powerful because emotional pain often creates mental noise. It creates fear, confusion, overthinking, and sometimes the loudness of those thoughts makes purpose difficult to recognize. But when this poem shifts beautifully toward this truth, it shares that God in his wisdom is the best strategic planner. What a comforting reminder, because God sees beyond what we currently understand. He sees the full picture, the bigger picture. He sees the lessons, the growth, the preparation, the purpose hidden within the process, even when we cannot see it yet. And then comes one of the strongest reminders in the poem. It says, your valley and time of healing wasn't a mistake. That truth is important because many of us secretly believe that our painful seasons have ruined our lives. But God doesn't waste our valleys. He uses them, not to destroy purpose, but often to reveal our purpose. Also, the poem says that you had to be still because God was training you. Sometimes healing seasons slow us down intentionally, not as punishment, but as preparation, because God often develops our wisdom. He develops dependence through difficulty. He strengthens us through surrender, and the purpose comes through the process. And when it comes to the final triumphant truth, it says, your purpose is revealed like the sun over a horizon. What a beautiful image to hold to. Because the sun rises gradually, not instantly. And purpose often unfolds in the same way, little by little, step by step, season by season. But eventually, what God placed within you becomes visible. So, if you are currently in a healing season, do not believe the lie that life has lost its meaning. God is still working. God is still preparing you. God is still developing you. And in time, the purpose will connect your journey and everything will become clearer. If this reflection has encouraged you in any way, then please write in the comments below, my purpose still prevails. And may God continue to guide your healing, strengthen your faith, and reveal the purpose that is attached to your personal journey. And if you are new here, then please do subscribe to my channel for more help and encouragement. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another poetic reflection. And until the next time, take care.